is Vaso Perimenis, and I am the Vice President of Human Resources Operations. It is my pleasure to talk with you today about my vision for HR and HR operations. Before I do so, though, I want to take you on a journey to some point in the near future, different place, different times. And in that future, we're no longer wrangling with Excel files to calculate simple turnover numbers that we email to a manager and check off of our list. Instead, we're leveraging our business intelligence technology to understand how that turnover is impacting patient experience, hospital-acquired infections, and solutions to improve those. And in that future, we're no longer tethering our employees to job descriptions that are rigid and inflexible. Instead, we are understanding the talent profile for each of our team members, what they bring to the table, experience, knowledge, skills, and then we're moving that talent to the work where those knowledge, talent, and skills are most needed to create a fluid workforce. And in the future, our beloved annual performance evaluation and instead we've purchased a modern technology that allows us to connect with each other in a real-time, relevant way to provide feedback and coaching. So in the future, human resources will lay an invisible hand on our patients, caring for them so that they can care for our patients. And we create an irresistible workplace for our patients and our team members. So my vision for HR operations is to fully transform the way that we operate, to change our paradigms, to turn everything on its head. How will we do that? We have to continuously improve, question status quo, and adapt quickly and agilely in this current environment we're in. We have to purchase modern technology that can take a lot of the labor out of our day-to-day work and just managing our administrative responsibilities, and to provide a very engaging work environment. Automate and digitize wherever we can. And a favorite of mine is to use data and analytics to make decisions based on fact and not fiction. So, in the next 2 to 3 years, what can you expect to see? What will this look like? We're going to introduce things like chatbots that will answer frequently asked simple questions in the correct way. We're going to introduce video assessments that are artificially intelligence-based, that will take 1 million different data points from someone's face and body gestures and interpret that and say, okay, this is the best fit for what you're looking for in terms of development, in terms of hiring, in terms of promotional opportunities. We're going to have mobile learning. Is everyone in front of their laptops when they need to learn something? No. We're everywhere. We're virtual. We need to adjust to that way of operating. Those are just a couple of examples. So, why? Why the vision? Well, have you noticed that our world is changing at an ever fast rate? That our business is changing? That our assumptions that we had that worked in the past are no longer valid today? That our technology is changing at just lightning speed? Our demographics are changing? Have you noticed that there's a dearth of talent in the market for what we need? And so HR needs to transform so that we can support our business as it needs to transform to be able to thrive now and in the future. So I am personally committed to usher this vision through. I'm personally committed to improving the way that we support our people business and to provide an irresistible place to care for patients and to care for our employees and where they can find meaningful work. Thank you.
Okay, so the chat box.
Yes.
Is there, and I used it for the first time last night on a product that I had purchased and it was delivered and it really wasn't delivered. So, is there data to support that that really is what people are looking for? Particularly from an HR standpoint.
Yeah, my answer would be yes, and this is why. When I talked about changing workforce demographics, think about the generations that we have in the workforce now that are coming up. Everything is digital. The experiences are digital. They're mobile. And so being able to answer a question at midnight when there's no one in HR, but you can use a chatbot to get the answer you want when you need it, and it's correct and consistent, I think would be very appealing for our teams. So, and a lot of organizations are using it. They're using it, there's a chatbot called Maya, and it's a recruiting chatbot, to respond to applicant questions. I mean, we want to create stickiness really quickly. Well, how many talent acquisition specialists can we add to our payroll? We have thousands of applications, and now with ISIMS, we have no limit to how many applications someone can submit. You can submit 100, no limit. Well, there's no way. Yeah. Well, we have people. Yeah, they're just the applicant trollers. They're out there. But chatbots can help. They can help answer very basic, routine, repetitive questions correctly. So we don't rely on taking the valuable time from a talent acquisition specialist to answer those questions.
So there would be a process then if your question was not answered, that you would somehow get connected?
Yeah, a lot of these chatbots, have I answered your question? No. Would you like to speak with someone? Here's how you can connect. And so it'll give you like an escalation option. Yeah, definitely.
This sounds like something that is easily used across a lot of different industries, not just healthcare. Is there a best practice example that you know that we could understand how it's used and maybe not start from scratch?
Well, that would be part of the research. I don't know of a best practice right now because this is really kind of cutting edge technology. Chatbots have been used in the retail space. You've experienced it with Amazon. That's a consumer grade experience. Now employers are adopting the consumer grade experience, but it's really kind of leading edge. So we would need to do our research to really talk to other organizations. How do you operationalize this? How far do you use it? What kinds of questions are asked before we would, go down the road? So lots of research would need to be done.
So do you think it's, I just,
Fascinating.
yes. I think this is a frustration for people wanting to come into our system of not getting a response. And to your point, how many individuals can you have from a resource standpoint? So how far down, how long do you think we are?
So that is a great question. I think the precursor to that is we need a new core human capital management system, which means replacing PeopleSoft with modern technology. The chatbot kind of sits on top of the technology, so it has to be done in sequence. So the chatbot is a couple of years out. Our primary concern is replacing PeopleSoft, which is 25-year-old technology that we're using right now to run a 28,000 team member organization. So there's a big disconnect there now. So we have a roadmap, we have a multi-year roadmap, technology roadmap, and chatbots will be at some point on that roadmap so that we can test it out. I think it's really necessary. We can't keep operating the way we have been, and we can't keep adding resources. So the investment really needs to be in the technology. Fun fact, the HR technology space is an industry that is having billions of dollars invested in it right now. And it's when you have investment of that kind, you're going to get innovation, and you're going to get lots of change and improvement. So it's something that we really need to keep our eye on as an organization, so that we can create just foundational, I would say foundational, as close to perfection as possible in terms of experience, processes, etc., for our organization and for our team members. So that's really critical for us right now.
It sounds like the chatbot piece will help us with applications and recruitment. Can you speak a little bit more to the process of changing the annual review?
Oh, yes.
That might be selfish, I'm just hear a little bit more.
So actually, we're currently in talks with an organization, and we don't have to do that linearly. There are products and technology and platforms that we can implement now instead of waiting to replace PeopleSoft, that it provides that real-time feedback anywhere, anytime, and it actually helps with coaching. So if as a leader, okay, I need to give some feedback, or as a team member, you can give feedback to someone else. It kind of gives you a little bit of a script, some ideas, and then it gauges, it documents, and it gauges, okay, so how much coaching has gone on? What's the performance improvement? What are the measures? How am I knowing that this is actually yielding some improvement? So it's a really cool system. We just saw a brief demo of it last week, and that is something that we probably will prioritize, because it directly links to performance on a day-to-day basis. So that's a huge gap. And that annual evaluation really will become a regulatory checklist. It won't be an evaluation. Your evaluation will come in the way of real-time feedback that you're getting from various sources. The checklist will be, have you signed your confidentiality agreement? Have you, good for you. Is that right?
So this happens to be something I love when you brought that up. So in the research that I've done, a lot of industries are moving away from annual performance evaluation. Have you done a survey, an external survey of the landscape, in particular in healthcare organizations, to see what the trend is? Are we leading that, or are we sort of?
We would be leading it. So that phenomenon that you're describing is happening in other industries, not as much in healthcare. But hey, we're leaders in a lot of different other areas, so why don't we lead the charge there? There's nothing in Joint Commission that requires an annual evaluation in the way that we've done it. They just need to know, think of the spirit of these regulations. We want to know, are your folks trained? Are they competent? Are they doing a great job? And how can you demonstrate that? We can determine how that's done in the most relevant way. And that's really what we're going for.
Real-time feedback is so much more valuable.
Totally. Totally. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. What feedback do we have from Vaso?
Great engagement, like the injection of humor along the way, great use of pauses and the use of your hands when things got really important for us and for you. There's a period right in the middle where you use a series of action verbs, turn it upside down, transition. Really powerful. In case we didn't get it the first time, you plan to change. Great eye contact and very comfortable flow, even a little bit of a joke in the Q&A, which was really very nice.
Thank you.
I think some people use talking and walking effectively, and some people use it looks like talking and wandering. But you didn't move your feet at all out of position during your talk. You stayed planted the whole time, but you moved your upper body from that side of the room to that side of the room and stayed connected with everyone in a way that I thought was interesting and effective.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the feedback.
And you took us to the future. You were taking us on a journey to know where we could be.
Excellent. Thank you.
I like the image of the invisible hand.
I'm glad that resonates. We're going to use that more and more. Good.
of scared me a little bit when they're gonna look at my face and they're
Yeah.
like,
That's the new performance review.
And the weird people in the system, their face pops up with the mouth
Yeah, it's pretty incredible the way the technology is accelerating. It's and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
And then think of the possibilities is what I'm saying. So, thank you.
Any tips? Any tips to just strengthen it even more?
I think acknowledging that we're not there yet and we might be 2 years off from it, whatever that gap is. I think it's going to be important for you to maybe tell, you acknowledge that up front and what we're doing to fill that gap so that we're not, clearly we're not, but maybe put that up front with what we're doing to show the connection and the work that you guys are doing.
That's a great point. Thank you, Cal.
Yeah, and kind of adding on that too, to Christie's question about, the healthcare industry, is anybody else doing this? I think that is an important piece too, to share, not just in the Q&A, but up front
In the,
in the presentation.
thank you.
Great job, Vaso.
Thank you.
Your clarity around your passion around your vision is very, very clear. And I feel like there's two pieces of it. It's how we invite people to the team and then how we evaluate people once they're a part of the team. It may help to be a little bit more clear as you're developing your vision about how you impact both of those processes a bit. And then reading the audience a little bit, we obviously respond to the annual. And so you had a lot to share with us about chatbots and maybe read the audience a little bit and add a little bit more into the thing that everybody seems particularly interested in and also hopefully to keep us engaged.
Gotcha. Thank you. All right.